Listen up, Earth Angels. Here's how to receive more without doing more. Okay, so most of us believe that in order to receive more of what we want, we're going to have to do more of what we don't want. And because of that, we might close ourselves off to receiving. Um, but there's an easier way. So let's talk about it, okay? How to receive more without doing more. Um, Before we do that, though, let me introduce myself. My name is Sheba. I'm a, how did I want to say it? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm a transformation specialist, sovereignty coach, an ex-lawyer, and I empower women, leaders, and creators to unleash their true selves, walk in purpose as divine disruptors, and create the life of their dreams. We love. Do you like this bell? Oh, I just received it today. And instantly I was like, I think I'm going to use it for that. Um, so yeah, um, I certainly was a person who believed that if I, was going to receive more than what I already have now, it was going to take, I was going to have to work harder. I was going to have to do more. I was going to have to, you know, I don't know, ask someone I don't want to have to ask. I was going to have to like save or go without in order to afford more. Or, yeah, I was going to have to like work hard doing something I don't want to do in order to receive more. And your girl is not here to labor. She is not here to toil. So, yeah. And so I have found that, in fact, in order to receive more, you have to do less of what you don't want. To receive more, do less of what you don't want. Mm-hmm. The impulse can be to be like, okay, I want to receive more, so I'll have to uh, do more. I'll have to work harder. I'll have to, send my resume out. I'll have to do that. But in fact, if you just relax and do more of what you want to do, you'll see you're starting to receive more and more quickly, more and more of what you do want. So it's crazy. I was like, I've been in this period of just such immense gratitude because, like, I literally have this dream life, dream body, dream mind, dream personality, such an icon, amazing husband, beautiful home that I own, beautiful land. The community is amazing. And I'm just like really coming into my purpose. And it's so beautiful. And I'm just like, it's so perfect. I love it. And a couple of days ago, several people are, are moving from the city. Some people are leaving their country, other people are going to a different state, but they were getting rid of their stuff. And so they invited us over and they were like, yeah, everything's got to go. So anything that you want, you know, you can have for very cheap. So for like $300, we got a new couch, this beautiful new carpet, uh, a coffee table, rocking chair, lamps, more rugs, and I didn't have to do anything. And with this carpet in particular, I got it from the girl who does my nails. So cute, right? They're like fruit skins. Yeah, can't really tell on camera, but they're beautiful. This is a banana though. Can you see? Yeah. Anyway, she's moving to Spain, okay? And so she's getting rid of all of her stuff. And she's always had this amazing carpet that I loved. It's like wool, it's huge, it's really beautiful colors and like cool pattern. Um, and last time I was there, I was like, what do you know with that rug? And she was like, oh my gosh, you can totally have it. And so today, me and B, we got a, moving truck and we went to our one friends, picked up all the couches and stuff, went to, the nail tech, got this carpet. And I hadn't gotten a carpet for years, for like 3 years at least, because if carpets are so expensive. Like a nice carpet, a nice rug, like a Moroccan kind of a something, like are super expensive. They can be like $1,000. And even though, I easily make $5,000, every month, I was still like, oh, $1,000 for a used carpet for something I'm gonna walk on, just feels a lot. And so, like, when I didn't force it, because that was the other thing, there's so many different carpets, there's so, many different price ranges, sizes, and like sometimes I get a little overwhelmed with all the choices, and it isn't fun for me to, be in that, and like you kind of get like, drawn in, and all for me to be like, no, it's not right. And so with this, all I had to do was just like do more of what I wanted to do, which was, I don't know, be grateful for what I already have, I don't know, focus on other stuff. I've been learning, tarot cards more. Um, I've been, your girl likes to heal, your girl likes to just like connect with the divine. So I was just doing that. And literally, like, through no impetus or action or work of my own, all these beautiful things fell into my lap, really. And all I had to do was like do more of what I wanted and receive. So, in order to receive more without doing more, you have to do less of what you don't want to do and more of what you do want to do. And then be grateful for what you already have. That was another thing. I was already like, wow, I'm already like living in my dream house in my dream life, and I just like have everything. And when you do that, most of us are taught to look for all the things that are missing. We're taught to exist in scarcity and lack. And so we see all the things that we don't have. So I could have been, going to my day being like, ugh, I don't have a carpet, and the seating in this other room is like not exactly right, and it's a little dark in this corner, and like I didn't do that though. I saw the beauty in what I did have, and then more found me. The other day I was just like, I don't even know what I did, but I was just like standing outside, and Billy was like, hey, we're gonna go over to our friend's house, and she just, has all this stuff. She wants us to come and see if we want any of it. Great. All I had to do was put my shoes on and then, you know, decide what I wanted and what I didn't want. Oh, it was so great. So it's really powerful and it's counterintuitive, but yeah, like what you focus on grows. What you pay attention to expands. And so I pay attention to all the abundance that I have. I pay attention to, like, really in these past couple of weeks, I've just been receiving so much, and I'm like, wow, I'm so good at receiving. Like, people just love to give to me. They love to pour into me, and I love to receive it, and it's so powerful. And so yeah, I got this cool new Billy got me this amazing new Zen garden, and these like this candle making set, and so when we went to get the U-Haul today, it was in like a Indian Nepali like grocery store, and like, also it had other stuff. And so we got like, these Tibetan singing bowls, and I got these little bells, and um oh my God, my friend, when we got some furniture, she also had all of this incense. And so like I just updated like my altar spaces. We like just rearranged all this stuff, and it just feels like a completely new place. But also like perfect. This is like the it's such a natural evolution. We've been in this place for over 5 years now, and like, this is its beautiful next season that arrived so naturally. And I'm so glad that I didn't convince myself to like force it, to be like, oh, I need a rug, so I gotta go like find a rug. Or like, I need some sort of a seating in this, and I just kept buying chairs or something, I didn't do all that. I understood that what I had was perfect, and I remained open to receive more. And that's what I like to do. I like to be curious. I like to be like, ooh, delighted by little surprises and synchronicities that happened. And so that's what I did. So in order to receive more, you're going to do more only of what you want to do, and you're going to do less of what you don't want to do. Yeah, your girl is not here to labor. She is here to reign. She's here to be a queen, okay? A goddess. She's here to receive offerings for her brilliance, okay, and divinity. And so, yeah, I was just like, ugh, I don't want to have to like, do the effort and the search and the whatnot to, buy new furniture, to like find new furniture, to, do all of this stuff. And really, it's just falling into my lap. And all I got to do is just be open to receive. And when the things do come, I can't hold on too tightly to what I have to get rid of to make room. Because, yeah, like, before we got this new couch, we had like a TV that didn't work. That was on like a big, I don't know, TV console thing that we don't really use. We kind of just like stuffed, miscellaneous things in it. And so in this big part of the room, we had a TV that didn't work, um, a console that was full of like knickknacks that we don't really use. Oh my God, there are a bunch of candles in there. Like I had this candle that was flavored like buttered popcorn, and we like pulled it out. Uh, Mice had like eaten all of the candle and had like left a bunch of poop in it. And I was like, do mice eat candles? Yes, they do. They're drawn to the fat in the wax, and if it smells like food, um, they'll tear it up. And so we had this broken TV, this console that was just like, a mouse bathroom, and like for what? You know? And like if I was like, oh, but like it's been there, and we kind of made it into a little decoration, like I could have done that. Or I could see like, oh my gosh, out with the old, in with the new. Get rid of it. Even better, I don't even have to do the heavy lifting, literally. Billy like has been, he'll take out our old furniture, and apparently you can call the city and they'll come and do a bulk pickup of like, old furniture, big bulky stuff. I haven't even had to do that. And it's amazing. So like I'm so proud of myself for not being like, oh, let me go and, shop for this stuff. Let me go and move all of this stuff. Babe, all I have to do is receive, which is what I want to do. All I have to do is more of what I want to do, which is chill, which is to be myself, which is to go on and give you guys messages every day, which is to build my new brilliant business. And like chill. And so I've been doing that. And now I have even more to be grateful for, to appreciate, to like see, wow, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it perfect? And it really is. And I know it's always going to be this or better. So it really is a waste of time it's a waste of time, and it's like not true to try to look for what isn't there. A lot of people, particularly people who, are maybe in like have been in like an abusive or controlling relationship, they're used to someone like scanning the room and looking for everything that's wrong, looking for what's missing, looking for why it's not perfect, even though it is perfect, even though you have everything and everything is beautiful. There's still, these people. You might be that person, though. I feel like if you like resonate with my messages, you might not be, or you're trying to not be attached to that identity of someone who's always looking for what's wrong, for what's not enough, for the scarcity. What you focus on, you create more of. So your intentions, your thoughts, your focus create reality. So if you're always seeing how you don't have enough, how everything's like, oh, that's broken or that's shoddy or that's not right, it's going to keep being reflected to you. That's going to be magnified. If you say, oh, in order to receive more, I have to do more, that will be true. You will operate from that. You will do more in order to get more. Or if you say, like, oh, I have to, if I want to receive more, I have to do more, you might either do more in order to receive more, as you've said, or you might reject receiving more because you're afraid that it's going to cost you doing more of what you don't want. And so you reject, you push away. I could have been like, like getting all of this furniture, it was too easy. I don't trust it. Like, oh, they don't want like really any money for it. Something's weird. No, I'm good. I'll go buy it. Absolutely not. I had a family member who spent like $13,000 on a sofa set. And I was just like, for something I'm gonna put my butt on? I don't know. I don't know, bro. But, it's like whatever someone wants to do is totally fine. But for me, I was like, I'm gonna have to do more of spending a lot of money in order to get this thing. And so I pushed it away. I couldn't receive it. But it's great because I didn't force it. I was able to receive more of what I did want in a much more aligned, resonant way. And it's perfect. I love it. I've delivered the message. So let me know what you think, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to work one-on-one with me, head on over to my website, seelikesheba.com. Ooh. And yeah, go back and watch some of these episodes. They have you can use them like a kind of oracle cards, like just, pick a random one and see what wisdom and message it holds for you. And yeah, stick around, babe, because like by doing less of what I don't want and doing more of what I do want and being grateful for what I already have, I became the woman who went from easily receiving $5,000 every month to effortlessly receiving $100,000 every single month. And I can show you how to do it too. So that's it. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow, Earth Angels. All right. Love you so much. Bye.